Hello everyone, I'm Mike Allen from BirdChatter, and this is Baseball History. When did Lou Gehrig first get exposed to the baseball world?
In this BirdChatter video, we are going to turn back the clock 100 years to 1920. A sports superstar became the biggest pop icon of the entire decade, and to this day, there has never been a bigger one. Babe Ruth amazed New Yorkers, and his Yankee impact was resonating around the entire country, reaching far outside the baseball world. Babe Ruth out-homered every other American League team individually in 1920 and completely changed the game. There was nothing dead about baseball anymore. Ruth made the game big news, and he was the biggest news of all, not just in baseball or sports, but in all of news. 1920 was the beginning wave of what the country would make legend of. To this day, Babe Ruth equals home runs.
Baseball needed a new image, a hero, and a young left-handed pitcher for the Boston Red Sox was just the man, George Herman Ruth. His schooling came from the streets, cheap saloons, and a Baltimore orphanage. But the Babe had a bubbling, outgoing personality that would soon claim the overwhelming affection of the American public. In 1916, at the age of 21, Babe Ruth won 23 games, becoming the best left-hander in the league. But his mound success was merely a prelude to his skill at bat. The Red Sox converted Ruth into an outfielder, and baseball was in for a revolution. In 1920, the New York Yankees purchased Ruth's contract from Boston. They wanted him to hit home runs in the Polo Grounds, the park they shared with the Giants. Babe hit 54 and then 59 the next year. Then in 1923, Yankee Stadium opened, and the legend of the Babe took off.
Babe Ruth is in a class by himself. He even overshadows Fox and Gehrig and all the rest of them. Babe is in a separate category. Ruth is the only player I know that when he came out on the field, everybody stopped. It was like the star came onto the center stage, you know. And when he went up to take batting practice, nobody looked at anything else but Babe swinging that bat up. And I'm talking about his own players, and I'm talking about the visiting team. And when you get that kind of magnetism, you know that you're the star. But Babe had something else aside from the hitting and fielding and pitching and all that. He had the look, you know, it was so distinctive. He had that big smile, and even in his waning years, why, he was something. He electrified a ballpark. And that's just about all you can say about him.
Ruth was raised in an orphanage, which might explain why he always found time for kids.
Hello, Babe. How do you feel?
Fine, Sonny. How's yourself?
All right. Well, I'm glad the Yankees won.
Well, so am I.
I guess I'll see you in World Series games then.
Well, I hope so. I guess I'm one of the lucky fellas to be able to get into 10 World Series. And the way I feel now, looks like I'll be in there.
Well, hope you hit a lot of home runs.
Well, I won't predict anything, but I'll sure do my best. I hope all you boys will be out there watching me.
Ruth also became legendary for his carousing and carefree lifestyle. But those who played with him knew that behind the legend was quite an athlete.
You read so much about how he did this and how he did that, but for 7 years he was a great pitcher. We all know what type of hitter he was. For 22 years in the big leagues, he left a lifetime batting average, I believe, of 342. You can't carouse around, and anybody told me a man can carouse around as much as they say different people in sports do and still have a career like that.
Ruth led New York to 6 pennants in 8 years and founded a Yankee empire.
From BirdChatter, I'm Mike Allen. Subscribe to our channel for all our compilation videos. And you can see all of our artwork we use by visiting us on Pinterest.